few weeks ago, the guys over at Emeet contacted me and said, "Hey Johnny, how would you like to check out our brand new webcam?" Now, as you know, this is an audio channel, but I checked out this Emeet Pixy online and it looked really pretty special, and it is. So I'm glad I said yes. Let's dive straight in. So in a moment, we'll be checking out the Pixy in action. But before we do, I just want to share with you some of the points that have really stood out to me about this webcam over the last few weeks. The first thing is it's a pan tilt zoom camera. So being a PTZ camera means it will track you and follow you around the room. You can think of this little Emeet Pixy a bit like your own personal cameraman. And it does this very smoothly indeed. Now, it also features gesture mode. So if at any point you want it to stop tracking you, you can just raise your hand and it'll flick back into standard mode. Another simple gesture of raising your hand and it'll go back into tracking. It's pretty neat. It also features two cameras, one for AI assistance and the other one for imaging. I think it must be a case of two cameras are better than one because the autofocus and the picture are really quite impressive. Bundled with the Emeet Studio, you can easily move from 720 all the way up to 4K. And for those of you that don't use external mics, there's also 3 built in. The Pixy is attached by a USB-C lead, and on the rear is a standard tripod screw. You also get this very nice weighted desk stand, which unfolds and doubles as a screen holder. Nice. Okay, so let's open up Emeet Studio and check out this little guy in action. So now the video that you can see has been recorded with the Emeet Pixy. It's at 1080p at 30 frames per second. Lighting wise, I've only really got the screen in front of me and I've got a Velux window just to the top left of me. So not ideal lighting, and I think that the Pixy copes with that incredibly well. It's also a lot of cloud about today, so you may well see the lighting change as I shoot this little piece to camera. So first off, I want to show you the tracking. So if I move to the left and then across to the right, you can see really quite how impressively smooth that is. If I do a more complicated move, like stand up, you can see that it really is, let me just go slowly down, really is, as I said at the top of the video, like having your own personal cameraman. Also, as I mentioned, if I want to stop that at any point, place my hand, the Pixy recognizes that, gives me a little blink, and it locks into position. Pretty neat. Now in Emeet Studio, you can see I'm in standard mode and that opens up a whole bunch of manual controls. I've got some filters down here, bright, nostalgia, blues. I'm going to go back to default. You can also see the 5 different settings here. Also in standard mode, you can play around with the controls of the camera. So I can really zoom really quite close. And if I pull it all the way far, I get quite a nice wide shot of the room as well. Just to the left here, I also have this control wheel, which is a little bit fiddly. But it means I can manually control the camera. Now with the audio, which is a big thing for me, if I just bring this up, you can see once I bring up this audio option, it finds a whole bunch of different sound devices I've got running on this computer. The one I'm using at the moment is my audio interface. One little niggle that I found with this from an audio point of view is that it resets itself every time. So I have to ensure that I go back into the settings to make sure that my interface is the system default. And if you're not recording with an external microphone, then this is what the audio sounds like when it's being picked up by those 3 microphones from inside the Emeet Pixy. So now I'm back in the studio lighting environment so you can see how the Pixy is handling that. You're looking at the video at 720 at the moment. I'd love to be able to show you the 2K and 4K settings, but sadly my 2015 aging iMac just can't handle it. Back in tracking mode now and filming at 1080 at 30 frames per second. One thing that you will want to grab if you want to use the camera more like this rather than a typical web camera on your desk is a USB extension cable. This is going to enable you to use the camera much further away from the computer and be able to do longer shots just like this one. If you enjoyed this video today, please don't forget to like and subscribe. What did you think of this Emeet Pixy? I think it's a really neat, clever little versatile camera. Let me know in the comments box below. Whilst you're there, if you want to check out and find out more about this camera, you'll find a useful link too. If you want to learn more about this microphone that I've been using throughout this video as an external mic, then you definitely want to check out this next video.